Hello, today I will be opening up the Commander 2019 deck Faceless Menace, as well as a few loose Ikoria booster packs. So this is a Commander deck that I've had for a while, stored away, and decided to open it today. What I really liked about this deck is the theme is, I think, Morph, and when I started playing Magic, it was around the Onslaught block. So Morph was one of the first mechanics that I really got to use back when I was first starting out, and it kind of disappeared for a while, but then they came out with this Commander deck, so. Of course, this one always comes with the oversized card, the Cadena Slinking Sorcerer. Looks pretty sweet. I still don't know how to store these properly. Like, I don't have any sleeves that are big enough for the card, but and it looks like there is some pictures of the various commanders in the set. I think it always comes with, 3 or 4. Each one of these comes with like 3 or 4 foils, I think. But what's nice about these decks is even today, they're still pretty cheap to pick up. I think Wizards really printed a lot of these, and they've been readily available basically since they were released. So let's start with let's actually split it up in the pile's quite large. So we got a Cadena, of course, the Slinking Sorcerer. The first face-down creature spell you cast each turn costs 3 less to cast, and whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. So basically the main card for the Morph mechanic. And Rayami, First of the Fallen. Sultai, another Sultai legendary creature. If a non-token creature would die, exile that card with a blood counter on it instead. As long as an exiled creature card with a blood counter on it has flying, Rayami, First of the Fallen has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Protection, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. Pretty cool card. And Volrath. The name Volrath is always familiar with old school Magic. I think there's Volrath Stronghold, I believe, which is a reserve list card, I'm thinking. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Until your next turn, Volrath Shapeshifter becomes a copy of target creature with a counter on it, except it's 7/5 and it has this ability. Pretty cool. Then there looks to be some tokens. Saproling, Assassin, Plant. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or enchantment. Not bad for Commander. Echoing Truth, I remember this. This was, I think, in Darksteel originally. Reality Shift. Tezzeret's Gambit. Yeah, all the creatures I think have Morph or they have Megamorph from what I can see. Oh, Cultivate for the ramp. It's useful. Explore also for the ramp. Farseek, more ramp. This is, I remember this card way back from, I think, Legions. And of course this is from Kamigawa. Well, what's interesting about the Kamigawa, I think this card, it reminds me of came with a pre-constructed deck that I got as a kid, and I kept all the cards for it. And when I got returned to Magic back in 2018, I saw that Sensei's Divining Top was like an absurd price. It was an uncommon as well. It came with the pre-constructed deck. Sultai Charm. Soul Ring, Thrawn Dynamo, almost in always every Commander deck. Some lands, just islands. And Cadena Silencer. I think, yeah, here's the rares. Haven't seen this card before. Pretty cool. Oh, and 10/10. Apex Altisaur. Definitely the kind of creature that's really only playable in Commander due to the sheer cost, unless you cheated it into play. Troll Shaman, Grismold the Dreadsour, Pendant of Prosperity, and a Scroll of Fate. Let's look at the other half here. Yeah, what's nice about these decks is they're just loaded with rares and mythics. I think like a third of them are probably rares or mythics, so... Ghastly Conscription. I'm trying to remember what set this was from. It's one that came out recently, I think 2017 or 2018. I'm trying to remember. Might have been some kind of Ixalan set, I'm not sure. Death Mist, Raptor, Megamorph. Of course that's going to be in here. And Hooded Hydra. Hooded Hydra enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it. When Hooded Hydra dies, create a 1/1 green snake creature token for each +1/+1 counter on it. And then you can morph it. It's not bad. Oh, and that's right. They added Planeswalkers as well. Vraska the Unseen. I think this was the original Vraska that was printed in Ravnica. It's not too bad. Its +1 is until your next turn, whenever a creature deals combat damage to Vraska the Unseen, destroy that creature. And its -3 is destroy target non-land permanent. So, it's decent. There's also, of course, the 4-mana Vraska in Guilds of Ravnica and the 6-mana Vraska in Ixalan. Chrome Shell Crab, Ixidron, Shapeshifter. This looks like a card out of Khans of Tarkir, Thousand Winds. So when it's turned up, return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hands. It's not bad. So yeah, with this deck, you want to get out your commander, take advantage of the free morph, and basically do all your morph stuff. Hex, destroy 6 target creatures. When killing 5 just isn't enough. Overwhelming Stampede. Seedborn Muse. I think this is like, when it comes to value, I think this is the most valuable card in the deck. I think it's about, still like $8 to $10. It's originally in Legions, so. And I think it was also reprinted in Battle Bond. Yeah. Oh, Saproling's Lord. Yeah, so many rares and mythics. And the rare lands, I think. Let's see. These are like the ones from, I think, Odyssey. The Darkwater Catacombs. Exotic Orchard, always good for Commander. Lawnmower Wastes. Oh, Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. It's pretty good. This sees some play in Eldrazi decks, I think. Sunken Hollows. Thespian Stage, another pretty good card. Yavimaya Coast, and then is it just regular lands? Yep. Oh no, there's some unique ones here. Ash Barrens. Bajuka Bog, that's a good one. It's played in those Titan decks, I think. Command Tower. And just, yeah, the regular tap lands with, I think, Golgari Rot Farm as well. Reliquary Tower, not bad. Simic Growth Chamber. And some Temple of the False Gods. When gods become apathetic, the people will worship anyone who answers their pleas. Kiora. And yeah, just tap lands. And before I open these loose packs, as a thank you for watching the video, I wanted to share a pre-release code for Ikoria. So You can redeem this for 6 Ikoria booster packs if no one's redeemed it yet, of course. So if you're one of the first people watching, it might be worth trying. And let's open up the Ikoria packs. See if there's anything decent here. Of course, I want Triomes, Shark Typhoon, and basically just any of the mythics. Last week I opened a couple loose Ikoria packs, and I had a foil Yorion with a Riel, the Everwise, I think, in a single pack, which was pretty good. And Genesis Ultimatum, pretty good card. It seemed standard play, it seemed commander play. The ultimatums are always cool. Auspicious Sterix, not a bad card. And nice, there we go. Shark Typhoon, it's like at least $10. And a card that sees a lot of play, it's very good. Can just be slotted into so many different kind of decks. And the fact that you can't easily counter the cycling, so you get a free creature on your opponent's end step or something. Pretty good. With a foil Windscarred Crag. Weird is I think this might actually be the most expensive card in the set, Ikoria, which is quite weird. Usually it's some kind of mythic. But Ikoria is very unique in the sense that the mythics, they're not really, a lot of them aren't too relevant for standard play. They're outside of maybe like Winota. General's Enforcer. Is that a Triome? Oh no, it's a Sovereign Skycat. For Azorius Flyers, not too bad. Always love the art on Farfinder. It's the cute little fox. And another Genesis Ultimatum. Okay. I think I might have like 4 of these now. And you really don't need that many in any deck, so it's not too bad. So of course the best pull out of the Ikoria packs was the Shark Typhoon, which was the most expensive Ikoria card, and a very playable card that I want to get as many of as I can. So overall, not too bad of an opening. I think this deck, it cost me a while back. I got it for like $25, and I think you can still pick the Commander 2019 decks up fairly cheap if you know where to look. But, oh, and the code here, of course. I shared it earlier, but alright, thanks for watching, and until next time.